Hey, what's going on, guys? It's an unboxing time again. I've got a package delivery from Amazon and you and I we're going to open it up and see what's in here. Okay, so I hope you're pretty excited as I am. And right now it's 11:30 p.m. and the kids are off to bed and it's just me who's going to go ahead and open this box. Okay, so I'm going to use my blade. Okay, let's try from here. Let's cut open. Dang, it's going to be hard. Okay, I think we should open it from here. Let's see. Okay, another box. That's BOSS Katana Mini. Not Mini, sorry. It's BOSS Katana 50. Mini is right here. Okay, this is the bigger brother. How do I open this? Let me cut this out. Get rid of this guy. You stay there. Okay. Woohoo! It's the I think it's the second upgraded version because we have an emblem here. Alright, let's open this guy. I am so excited. Let's see. Just like a little kid. Okay, so let's talk about the packaging. From BOSS, the packaging is really nice, so I don't think there's any damage because I saw the Amazon guy was not really handling this delivery because as is, this is quite heavy and they don't even know what's inside that box, so they were not handling very gently, though it's written fragile, but you know, you can't expect much from them. But let's hope they are all well intact because these are speakers, so I hope they're all fine. Let me pull out the real deal now. Bam! It's heavy. Here's the real deal. Okay. And here are the protection chemicals. Check it out. This. Bye-bye. And here's my speaker. It smells good. Okay. Alright, we're not gonna plug in, but we're gonna just check out the cosmetics, and some other time, when I get time, I'll do a sound demo. Okay. The reason why I wanted to buy a solid state amp, it's because of its consistency. So I'm an old school guy and I love tube amps, but tube amps, they are how do I explain, they're very moody. Sometimes the tube amp sounds really nice, they warm up, but at times the kind of sound that you're looking for, the next day you might not get the sound because they are not very consistent. But on the other hand, the solid state amp, they are mimicking the sound of a tube amps, so they'll have a consistent sound, but it'll be a little thinner and it may not sound exactly like the tube amps, but it does the job pretty well because I'm gonna plug in not directly into the amp, but I'm gonna use my favorite pedal and it's gonna make it sound really nice. So let me show you real quick. I have my pedal right here, and excuse me. Okay. Wow. All right. Let me show you something here. So this pedal, this is one of my favorite pedal, and it's called JCM Drive. It's made by Wiebho. It's a German made pedal, and I think this pedal is a little more expensive than this amp, to be honest. So you can imagine how great this pedal must be. And from here, the signal is gonna get in directly to this amp, and it's gonna warm up. This JCM is based off old JCM Marshalls, not the very high gain Marshalls, but the low gain Marshalls. So these are really nice, okay, for blues and all that, classic rock. I love this pedal. Okay, now coming back to the amp, I have not done any comparison with the version 1 and this latest version, version 2. So I'm hoping this will be much more better than the old one. They have a what do you call that, power control, where you can just dial in 0.5 watt or up to 25, half the watt, or the maximum watt of 50 watt. So I'm going to keep it as 0.5 because this is an apartment and I don't want to piss my neighbor off. That was the main reason. And now let's go. Let's see the back. It's not so heavy as compared with the tube amps. Okay, these are open backs. Open backs are nice. It's not that tight. I think they have enough room to take care of the low end as well as the mid frequencies. Let's look at the construction. This does not look like a plastic, neither wood. So normally the I've got this old Fender Deluxe Reverb, and these are made out of pine wood. These are all pine cabinets and solid wood. On the other hand, this does not look like wood, but maybe some hard cardboard material. So I don't want you to drop this by any chance. I think you gotta be more careful dealing with this amp. I don't think it will withstand if you abuse it, but if you take care of it, I'm sure it will last forever. Now looking at the speaker, it's designed by Katana, but what I heard from other reviews are these speakers are based off Silesian creamback. Okay, these speakers are based off old 60s vibe, little more rounder and more crystal clear. So it's not exactly the creamback, but it's designed out of creamback, so I'm sure it'll be nice. And other than that, what do we got? Okay, I've got this. I've got a manual user guide, but I don't think we need it since I'm an old school guy. I can just take care of it because it's not very complex. And here's the power cable. Okay, it's nice. I don't need this, do I? No, I don't need it. Okay, this goes right in here. AC in. Just FYI, just in case if this gets stolen or lost, you can use your computer power cable. It's the same size. Okay. Now, all I wanted to check is, do I need to check whether the power is on or not? Let's check that out. But I hope you can see from here. I mean, I'm going to do a detailed walkthrough on all this, how these knobs functions. But for now, we're just looking at the cosmetic look of this amp, and it looks nice. It looks decent. It looks classic, not overly done, and we've got a little bit of the sound. You can follow along what's been written here and use your effects. 5 variation. So okay, if I talk about, all right, real quick. So the older version does not have the acoustic options, neither a variation button, which means variation will thicken up your sound. So these are all sound samples. Okay, so nowadays it's quite common. It's in modeling amp, you may call it. So modeling amps are pretty famous, very common, and that's the concept, modeling amp. Now over here we have Helix and all that. Those are very expensive modeling amps. And I forgot that name. Kemper. Kemper is also a modeling amp. You get varieties in Kemper. Okay, so these are the stripped down version of Kemper style modeling amp, and these are fairly accurate because the engineers has spent years in coming up with such idea. Engineers plus the artists, they work together and try to capture the exact sound that they are looking for, and they wanted to put it in this amp. Okay, now to talk about the options here, the sound variety, you have acoustic. You can plug in your acoustic guitar here, but I don't think it'll be as good as some other expensive amp like Fishman. So but you have an option, right? And next is the clean. Clean are based off Fendery sound clean, where like my Fender Hot Rod Deluxe, they are all good at clean style. And the only reason why I really like the clean amps are because I like to use the amp as a canvas and my pedals as a crayon or the color, and you kind of paint it as per your liking, and that's become kind of your personality. You need to talk, I mean, it has to sound like your own. Okay, so that's where I'm looking at. And coming back to this amp, you have crunch. Crunch is also a little bit of Vox kind of sound, and lead tone, it's coming towards that Marshall territory. And the last one is the high gain, complete high gain. It's called the brown sound. Brown sounds are derived from EVH amp. EVH amp are basically a modern take on Marshall's high gain. Okay, so So brown sound is basically the EVH amplifiers, you know, the tube amps, the heads. And the lead sound, it's also towards the Marshall territory. And crunch is more on crunch, and lead is basically towards Marshall and Vox kind of territory. And of course the clean is the Fender American style clean. Okay, so these are the sound options that you've got, and you can dial in how much gain you want, and if you want a little bit of crunch and not too much of gain, you can do that. And then what else? You've got delay, a lot of effects, I'm sure there must be, but I don't think I need that much because my pedal can handle all the effects. And what else? Okay, one tip for you, that is, suppose if you're on crunch and your volume is maxed out, you can keep your volume maxed out, and using your master volume here, you can kind of squeeze this sound a little bit to make it more saggy, like a amp kind of personality. Automatically it's going to you know, the compression is going to kick in here once you open the volume complete out and squeeze in the master volume as required, okay, as per your taste. Now what else? That's it. Enough of yammering, but let's go ahead and check out the sound sample very soon. I don't know, man, it depends on my kids, you know. Now everything's under the roof, the school kids, schooling, my office and everything, so I don't think I can do a sound demo real soon, but I'm hoping to do it really soon for you guys. Do let me know in the comment what you guys want to check out. Do you want me to, you know, hook up with a couple of my favorite pedals and see the response through the amp, or you want me to go directly into the amp and show you the type of sounds they have, or either way, okay? Do comment in the inbox, and from there we'll take it up, okay? All right, until now, you stay safe, guys, and give it a thumbs up in case if you like this unboxing video. I know it's I'm not a professional, so it's not been done so nicely. It's just one take which I did, and forgive me if there is any flaws and something where I may not have the right answer, but to my knowledge, I think, and with the price bracket, I don't think there is any solid state amp in the market so far to beat Katana. There's another one from BOSS, which are called BOSS Next Tone, and they are at the little expensive side, but at the end of the day, hey, because I'm using my my pedals as the coloring part and using this amp as a canvas, blank canvas, so I don't need a BOSS Next Tone, because those are, I think, above, I think it's you know, more expensive than this one, heavily priced, and those are also, you know, not really a tube. It's a tube logic you know, circuit, so it does not have a tube per se, but it's been tuned as per the characteristics of the tube, so it does sound very similar, but it's not 100% a tube. So why would I invest so much of money when I already got a tube amp here? It's just because it's way too loud, so I don't want to use it, and it just been lying there. But sometimes when I'm in the mood to crank it up, I does it oftentimes. But most of my time I've been spending and chilling with my little BOSS Katana Mini, and I love this amp so much, but you know, this is made out of plastic, and it has its own limitations as a little kid, right? This is a little baby and it has its own limitation. If you're traveling, you can definitely carry this, and you want to carry your electric guitar, please do that. And it's fun to kind of just take it anywhere you want, jam around. At night you can just go ahead and plug in your favorite headphone jack here, and then you can jam it out. But the speakers are really nice. These are small speakers, but you can't really crank it because it has a very low wattage here. So I thought, why not? Let me just go ahead and buy BOSS Katana 50. This will serve the purpose, solve the issue of having a small amp, or solve the purpose of having a very big amp, because I don't really do a show, but it's just for my hobby. I wanted to jam around. Friends comes in, we hang out, we kind of jam once in a while, and it's a small apartment, so you know what, 50 watt would be a lot more louder than what it says for an apartment perspective. I think you can definitely go ahead and jam with you know, your notorious drummer, I may say. It can still keep up with your notorious drummer, okay? So don't worry about that one. In case if you still feels that 50 watt may be a little too less, go ahead and buy 100 watt, and it has more bells and whistles. But I think for me 50k is sufficient enough to take care of what I need. Alright, so that's about it, guys. Enough of yammering right now. It's already, what time it is? It's 12 midnight, and I'm gonna wrap this up, and I'll talk to you guys really soon. Okay, take care. Bye bye.